Welcome to the Pursuers of Peak Performance podcast, the podcast for PTs and fitness business owners to produce more. The pursuit of peak performance is an ongoing process to produce next level results in every aspect. The purpose of this podcast is to share the processes and procedures that peak performers use to produce more. My name is Cody McAuliffe, and I'm the founder of the Pursuers of Peak Performance podcast. I see the proverbial bar of the standards within the fitness industry is way too low. My purpose and my passion is to raise that bar so that the fitness industry can live up to its potential. Let's get into the episode. Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to be talking all about the things that hold us back. Now, the majority of people that I talk to come to me, and this comes from my clients, this comes from your clients in the fitness industry as well. People come to you with what they have as their problem, but the reality is that's not the thing that's holding them back. That is very much just a surface level observation that they have. If someone says, I'm coming to a personal trainer for the perfect training program, the perfect nutrition plan, then that is a component. However, that's not the primary concern. Ultimately, they can get that information. They can get a nutrition plan. They can get a training program online. They've most likely had one before as well. So is it the information that they require? Well, no, it's not the thing that they really require to be able to bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be. What they really require is understanding what is the cause of them not following through in the past. What is the cause of them not getting the results that they have in the past? And quite often people come to me and they're like, oh, I'm just lazy. I haven't done the work. I haven't done this. I'm ready this time. The issue is if they haven't addressed that underlying cause, then it's just going to keep coming back and back and back. And this is very much one thing that I see a lot of personal trainers, a lot of coaches don't take into account. They're just like, right, they want a training program, they want a nutrition plan, I'm just going to give them that because that's what they want. Ultimately, as coaches, as trainers, we want to give people what they want, but also what they need. And what they need is to address whatever the underlying issue is so that then they can move forward, so then they can create that in their life to have the result that they want, not just short-term, but long-term as well. And if we think about a challenge, does an 8-week challenge set us up for life? Well, it has that potential catalyst effect, where it is the starting point that knocks over that first domino. However, if we're not setting up a challenge so that it is then moved into the next step of their rest of their life, then they're just going to go back to their old habits. And this is what we see in terms of the majority of things that we do. If we have someone who comes to us and they just want that perfect nutrition plan, they just want that perfect training program, and we give that to them to the best of our ability, is that really setting them up for success? No, because we're talking about the 3 different levels that we're going to be going to in a second, and we're going to use this in terms of our marketing, in terms of our psychology component as well. If someone comes to us where they want the perfect nutrition plan and the perfect training program, that is very much surface level. That's not the cause of the issue. Most likely, that information is the thing that they think is the gap between where they are and where they need to be, when the reality of the situation is they don't have the right frame of reference around training and nutrition to create a lifestyle in terms of the things that they're looking at achieving. So if we think about someone who's a vegan, they don't necessarily have to get motivated on a daily basis to not eat meat. That's part of their identity, that's part of who they are, that's part of their lifestyle. So if we understand this process, we understand that we're trying to create a lifestyle change in terms of anything that we do. We're trying to create a lifestyle in terms of our business. If we understand these factors, then we can start to reverse engineer the outcomes that we're wanting based on the things that are going to get us there. And if we understand that as a process, then we can start to leverage those things, because the surface level problems that people come to us with, as a business coach, people are going to come to me with, I need more leads, I need to be better at marketing. That's the surface level that they come to me with. I need more money. That's the surface level they come to me with. As a personal trainer, as a coach, they come for a training plan or a nutrition because they have associated that with the gap between where they are and where they want to be. That is a component of it. However, it is not the limiting factor. If we think about the example of a general population person looking for the training program and the nutrition plan, The issue is they haven't followed through with that training program and that nutrition plan. They might not have had the right training program and the right nutrition plan for them based on their individual needs. They might just have a generic one off the internet. So what we want to understand is, what is the underlying cause of the problem they're coming to us with? We give them what they want, which is the training program and the nutrition plan. We also give them what they need, which is creating that foundation around their relationship with training, nutrition, because that's going to set them up for success. Or it's that level of accountability that is going to mean that they're going to stay on track with those things to create that lifestyle around it. Because if someone is just consistently coming to us trying to get motivated without creating that next level up of that state of creating it as a lifestyle, then they're always just going to be living in motivation, and they're always going to need someone there to keep them accountable. We don't necessarily want that. We want to change the entire world in terms of the negative health impacts that are currently having. We can do that by creating more and more and more people with having a positive, effective relationship with training, with nutrition, with their body, with themselves. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. If we understand that and we focus on that as something that we work on first, then we can give them the perfect training program based on their genetic profile to give them the best results possible. If we don't have that understanding and that foundation of it's all about developing that relationship with training, with nutrition, with themselves, with their body, then we're starting in the wrong place. We're starting based on strategies, and strategies are very much the small part of it. The best analogy would be like, right, if we're getting in a car and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to start using the pedals. If we think about the accelerator is training and nutrition is the brake. That's all well and good. But the issue is turning the key then becomes their relationship to those things. It's all well and good to play with the pedals all day, every day, but you don't move anywhere until we move that key, until we have that frame of reference of, all right, I'm going to utilize this key so that then I can get the results from that accelerator of the training, that brake of the food. That then creates that picture in our minds of what it really takes to be able to get someone results. Because when they come to us for the surface level things. We need to address the underlying issues so that we set them up for success, because that's in their best interest and it's in our best interest. Because if they just get another training program and then another nutrition plan, they're just going to get the same results they've always gotten. A little bit more or a little bit less. What we want to create is the ability for them to transform. If you're focusing on, I just need a little bit more money, I just need to lose a little bit more weight, I just need to lose a little bit more, well, you're always in that balance of just a little bit more, rather than creating the frame of reference of the outcome that we truly want, which is the life that we want, which is the body that we want. And we need to transform to be able to do that. Because if we're bringing, I need a little bit more of this or a little bit less, we're bringing the same thinking that we've always used in the past. We're bringing the same level of thinking to the problem, which means we just get more or less of the same result. For us to create something entirely new, we need to create entirely new thinking, and that takes transformation. So, if we can then transform someone's relationship with whatever the limiting factor is, if they have a relationship like, I hate exercise, well, is that relationship going to set them up for a lifestyle of health and fitness? Well, no. So we need to transform that relationship so that then we can create that healthy and fit life that they're craving, that they're desiring, because there's something that they're holding on to in terms of hating exercise that they haven't